Here's meteorologist Rachel Garceau with your Idaho News 6 forecast.
It is 6:45, so two elements of our forecast that I want you to be ready for, aware of from today through the weekend: smoke and heat. We'll talk about the heat first. Here's our 5-day temperature outlook. Normally, as we head towards the middle of August here in Boise, we're around 92 degrees. That's our typical daytime high. Instead, for the next 3 days, we will be into the 100s, low triple digits for Boise. A little less hot on Monday, and then finally on Tuesday, that's really our first day of real relief from the heat. But still, it is going to be a scorcher of a weekend. So if you have some yard work to get done, I'm giving it kind of a soft yes for the next 4 days, because while there won't be any chance of precipitation or storm activity here in the Treasure Valley, that heat will make any outdoor activity just kind of iffy in the heat of the day. And of course, make sure you keep a close eye on those gardens, your potted plants, the hanging baskets. Likely double watering type days still coming our way, right? Well, they'll need lots of drinks of water. So excessive heat warnings go into effect only on Sunday now for Boise eastward into the Mountain Home and Twin Falls area, simply because that looks to be our hottest day now, but only by 1 degree. You may not really notice much in the way of any difference temperature wise for the next 3 days. We already have an excessive heat warning in effect for the lower Treasure Valley and eastern Oregon, and that will stay in place through Sunday. So that's the heat. Now let's talk about the smoke, right? These are 4 different live looks across our area from Boise up to Stanley, out to Long Valley, and that view we just saw looking out from Bogus Basin. It is hazy out there, and it will stay hazy, and in fact, those views will get even murkier over the next 24 hours. Look at the red that starts invading here on our surface smoke forecast through 9 o'clock tomorrow, Saturday. It is going to be dense at times. The deeper reds, remember, where you start seeing those, that's almost the highest levels of surface smoke that we can see here as far as that outlook goes. So all of this triggered by high pressure that is right now over the Great Basin. Remember, we get this big big clockwise rotation around high pressure. So that will take the smoke from California and send it offshore. But there are fires burning in British Columbia and then Washington and Oregon. It will grab that smoke and bring it right into our neck of the woods. The green you see here kind of creeping up through this ridge of high pressure, that's some monsoonal moisture. There may be just enough available moisture by later this afternoon and evening to trigger a couple of isolated thunderstorms in eastern Oregon. But for the most part, dry, hot, and smoky. That is the outlook for the next several days. How hot, you ask? How about 104 for Vail in Ontario, 103 out towards Emmett and Weiser, 100 in Caldwell, 101 in Boise, and 102 in Mountain Home. In Ontario, that 104 is actually less hot than you were yesterday at 106, but you really won't notice much of a difference today. 103 for Council and Riggins. Look at the mountains, mid-90s even in McCall, Donnelly, and Cascade with that smoke in the air. And 90 for Stanley, 89 in Sun Valley. Fairfield well into the 90s, as will be the Magic Valley, where that excessive heat warning is on for Sunday for Twin Falls. Not there today, but still it is going to be a scorcher. 95 there, 97 for Gooding and Shoshone. So we talked about the next several days and how that heat continues to just blanket southwest Idaho. A little more bearable on Monday. Late Monday, that cool front sweeps through. Unfortunately, no precipitation with this front. We would love to have some rain. Instead, we'll just get a cool breeze and cooler temperatures. Highs hit the 80s for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.